All right. This is Denisa Garcia. She's my partner for the week 8 module. Denisa was born in Del Rio, Texas, but she recently relocated to the Woodlands. She is a stay-at-home mom, and she is a wonderful mother to a wonderful little toddler who was born with microphthalmia. I apologize if I said that correctly. Unfortunately, it's a rare condition that affects 10 in every 100,000 children, and that is what prompted her to move to the Woodlands, so she can have closer medical care in Houston, Texas. Um, because medical care is really hard to come by whenever you're all the way in Del Rio, Texas. So it's really good that she came over here so the specialist can work on her daughter and maintain that good care for her. Um, Although her daughter consumes most of her time, she still finds time to do some self care by taking time to read, especially with her favorite author, who is Francine Rivers. She's become a really avid reader of that particular author. Um, Most importantly, what Denisa does is she sets time aside to read God's Word every single day. He is the best source of her comfort and peace. Before her daughter and her diagnosis, Denisa worked for an attorney as a legal assistant. Before that, she also worked for the local authority as a service coordinator for individuals with intellectually or developmental disabilities who were mostly dual diagnosis, meaning they also presented with mental health illnesses. So that's really going to help her because she's going to be she's with the clinical mental health master's program. So she's going to do even better once she becomes a licensed counselor based off of her experience. So we're really excited for her about that.
Okay, and thank you, Hanan. And now I'm going to introduce Hanan Francis. Really hope I practiced her name, but really hope I pronounced that correctly. So Hanan was born and raised in Houston, Texas. She works full time as a paralegal in the personal injury department of her firm. Outside of work and school, she's a baker, so she loves to bake bread and cakes and different things. And she also completes a lot of DIY projects, so a lot of do it yourself projects. She is currently planning her wedding, so she's going to be Hanan Del Rio, which makes me excited because I'm from Del Rio, so that's a great name. Even though she is going to miss her last name because Hanan Francis sounds like an author or professor or doctor or something. So that's a great name too, though. Um, her wedding is coming up in August. So fingers crossed everything's gonna be great. It's very stressful to plan a wedding. She takes up most of her time, her free time that she does have, to plan this wedding, all the little details. Um, she's actually she actually initially applied for law school. She wanted to be a lawyer, working in the legal field as it is. But she had some experiences with her firm and with attorneys that she started to realize that she was more driven to empathize with clients of personal injuries, and was constantly being discouraged to do so. So she's kind of saw people as clients as people and not like as financial means of gain. So that kind of made her want to take a step back and reevaluate her life. She's completely changed her perspective, and instead of doing law school, she's now studying to be a licensed professional counselor. And we are both doing a master's in clinical mental health counseling. Um, and she also likes to spend time with her three nephews and two nieces, all of which are under 4 years old. Two are under a year, if I'm not mistaken. So she's got a lot of babies around, and she loves to spend time with them, her and her fiance. So yeah, I think that's the gist of it.
Yep, it was nice speaking with you, Denisa.
Nice to see you, Hanan. Thank you. I appreciate it.